Hello everybody, so I'm probably gonna regret filming this video like this, but the reason I decided to film this video like right now wasn't even planned or anything, so I might stop and talk again a lot and this might come out of order is because I'm about to go dye my hair again, and there's probably a lot of videos of people put stuff up, about dyeing hair and stuff, but personally I searched up a lot and nobody had all the information that I wanted to know about how to dye my hair, especially because I dye it unnaturally red, and it's really bright and I love that color, but and I have really dark hair, as you can see by my eyebrows. It's almost black. So nobody had all the information on what to do, especially, probably if I lived in the UK or something like that, then they probably would have had everything I wanted to know, but I don't, and I won't even get started on how I hate the US system. Are we really gonna just, you know what, I'm not gonna even get started on that. So I'm gonna tell you really quick the products I use, and I might elaborate later on, so post questions if you have them, because then I'll make a more elaborate video. I'm not a scientist, so I can't tell you exactly why what I use work, and this is strictly US only, because if you live in the UK you have better options, just say, or Brazil or any other place besides the US, really. So yeah, these are the products I use, and sorry it's a little bright. I decided to do it outside because it's a nice day and I figured outside you can see better, but it's really faded right now. I got like a new haircut, and you can see I have about an inch or 2 centimeters, almost 3 centimeters of roots growing, and we all hate roots. And so I got some products to use. I might make a separate video about aftercare. So okay, I'm pretty sure if you've been searching to do your hair red, you've already come across this product right here. HiColor Excellence by L'Oreal, and it's in the color red. I see lots of videos and people using magenta, and I do not like pink. I will refuse to put anything on my head with the word magenta in it, even if the tube inside was red. I refuse to. So I go with red because I want red, not magenta for red. Sorry, I get a little frustrated when everybody's calling their hair red and then they dye it magenta. It makes no sense to me. So yeah, I use it for dark hair only, and as you all know, I'm not sure if I have enough time or how long this video is gonna be, but this product here is for dark hair only, meaning that the more you do it and the more you use this, the lighter your hair you will get each time. There's no bleaching involved. I hate the two-step system. So you mix it with developer, and I use, by the way, I find all this stuff at Sally's. I use this one, and I use cream. I never use the liquid one, and I think this one just works better if you use cream, and I use 30 volume. But eventually it doesn't work, and you're gonna have to find another semi-permanent brand, and then you're gonna have to do your roots separately, and it gets more complicated, and I'm gonna try to do some different stuff, and then I'll update you guys on it, because I know I searched up about all this stuff for a really long time, and I've been experimenting, and I just want to help other people out there to just want really bright hair, really bright red hair. Anyway, with the dye, I also use this protein color filler and it's in the shade, as you can see, red. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. It works because it works. I use about half the tube each time. I use a box and a half to do my hair, so it's like half a box to do my roots, and then I do the rest of it. I use a box. I could probably use less, but I always make sure I get everything. Even though my hair, as you can see, it's kind of pretty long. Oh yeah, and you need a t-shirt, obviously, that you don't really care about. Oh, my stepdad used to work at 3M, never mind that, but as you can see, it's all red and messed up, so yeah. What I put in the dye is this was recommended by a friend. I'm not sure how it works. I think it does because it gives the color a different tint. I know I freaked out the first time I saw it because it made when I was washing out, I freaked out because I'm like, it's washing out pink or orange, and this stuff look orange when you mix it in the dye, and I freaked out a little bit, but I tried it anyway. I do believe it makes your hair tone maybe a little bit it does intensify the color a little bit, so I'll keep using it. I'll probably buy more once it run out. So it is called Clariol mixed stones. Its profession is warm Chaud, ammonia free, and stuff like that. And you have to calculate that when you put in the developer, you have to measure how much you put in for this, and then you have to measure how much of this you put in, because then you got to put developer, sorry, something just fell, developer to equal this as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. Don't mix more developer or anything at this. This is, you add on at the end, my guess, and mix it really well. So yeah, obviously you're gonna need gloves. I tried to do my hair without gloves once. Bleach my hair without gloves once, and let me tell you, not a good idea. Little brush. I got this brush with the little lightning kit for Manic Panic, and I don't do Manic Panic anymore. It doesn't work on my hair. Some people may have different opinions, but for me, it just doesn't. I have lots of clippies I use to separate my hair, especially for doing my roots. Of course, a little bowl. And this one, I guess, I got it of the Manic Panic Flash Lightning as well. And then, of course, I always have like a brush I use after, you know, and I have a little comb. I use the back of this to like divide my hair, and then I use this one after I'm done to like comb, make sure everything is spread evenly and stuff like that. So these are the things I use for my hair. So yeah, if you have questions, I'll post a more detailed video later on what I do. I'm not the kind of person who will probably film as I'm dyeing my hair or how I do this and that. You can probably find lots of people to show you how those techniques, probably better than me. I am not a professional by any ways. I did find out all the stuff at Sally's, maybe the brush that you can get probably anywhere. Same for the gloves. Although if you want heavy duty dyeing gloves, you can also get them at Sally's. I do have a conditioning or washing stuff. I will talk about it later in a different video, because this one it looks like it's getting pretty long. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll post some pictures at the end how it turned out, as you guys can see how it is now, and then you see how it is then. But yeah, so any questions, I will post a more detailed video. If you live in the US, post as many questions you want. Remember, no questions too stupid. I remember having so many questions, and I just didn't know how to get them answered, and I just learned a lot of this stuff on my own. So please post them below, and I will get back to you. I will answer all your questions with a video. I hope this is informative, but not really, since I just went over products. But yeah, if you're looking for some products, I'll try to explain a little bit more about each one and how they work, in a more detailed video. Not any beauty guru, hair guru, or anything out there. Just honestly trying to put some information out there that I spent so long trying to find and put together. So yeah, and remember that what might work for one person doesn't always work for everybody, but I'm sure if you're looking this up, you probably already know that. So yeah, I will talk to you I will show you guys later how it looks like. So might be just a few seconds for everybody, but yeah. So I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. Okay, so here's the result. I'm not sure how you can see because of the camera, if the camera is really great for seeing it or not, because it kind of looks dull when I watch it, but just so you guys know, it's like really, really, really bright. And I tried to do my eyebrows, if you can see that. It's the first time I tried it. I didn't do them very well, so I kind of filled in just a little bit here, but besides that, that's exactly what they looked like after I did it. And yeah, it's my haircut. It kind of gets all wavy after I wash it and don't straighten it and stuff. But yeah, I didn't actually do 30, use a box and a half and do 30. I actually ended up using just one box and did 30, half the box with 30, and I did my roots with that. And then after that, I had used the other half, and then because I didn't want to open another one, I wanted to see how long that would go for. And then and I used 10 volume on that, because the ends was already dyed. It's just my roots that was really the problem. I don't want to continually lighten it more and more and more until I find a good substitute for when it's really bright. So this is how it came out. I'm kind of pleased with the results. we'll see how it goes. I love how, since this doesn't work based on staining, that I can actually like it doesn't stain my skin or my scalp, and you can wash it away pretty easily in the bathtub and stuff like that. But yeah, let me try and do a turn. I'm in love with my red hair. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Maybe I'll try and have some pictures so everybody can see how bright it is. If you have any questions at all, post post a question. I will answer a video, give information to people who need it, and yeah, I might do a few videos. Sorry if this is really repetitive. It's not planned at all. I could tend to be repetitive and I talk a lot. And anyway, yeah, I'll try and do a video on how do you do, like, if you're starting out versus continuously dyeing, because it kind of changes depending how much damage your hair can take. Because right away, if it's totally virgin hair, I bet it can take a lot of damage. And dark hair versus blonde hair, I can talk about that if anybody would like. Although I think there's a lot of information about that already. I like to put all information together at once so you all can see it together. So yeah, besides that, so I guess that is all I have to say for now. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Again, questions, just post them below. And so this is Jude. So Jude out.